saw that there was a game called G.I. Joe Cobra Strike available for the Atari 2600, I had to have this game because you know G.I. Joe fights for freedom over land and air. But in this game, G.I. Joe runs like a bitch from one building to the other while dodging some kind of a cursor being shot out of a giant snake. You play this game with the paddle controllers, and it's almost impossible for me to describe how you play it, because you shoot from the left and right cannon and then have to like fling the paddle controller all the way over to the left or right and try to hit the snake before it drops the cursor on your pathetic little G.I. Joe guys on the bottom. I gotta admit I was a little disappointed with this game. I expected to be able to play as Roadblock or as Rock and Roll, you know, one of the really cool G.I. Joe figures. You know, you don't even get to play as Scarlet in this game. Which brings up a whole other side discussion of who was the hottest Joe lady. I'm gonna have to go with Scarlet over Lady J any day of the week, but we do have to bring up the Baroness. The Baroness was hot. If you like G.I. Joe, there's probably better G.I. Joe related items to spend your money on, like maybe convert your car into a Hiss tank and then drive around the street and shoot things. My favorite G.I. Joe toy was the hovercraft, the Cobra hovercraft, and also the Cobra Viper. As a general rule, I always liked the Cobra stuff better than the G.I. Joe stuff. They had the Bat. Remember the Bat? It was like the Battle Android Trooper. That thing was cool. I liked that. I never had the aircraft carrier. I think that was the USS Flag. My parents just flat out refused to buy me an aircraft carrier. I think the thing cost $100, and looking back on it, I certainly can't argue with them. So I ended up building one out of plywood, and then I had the two jets. I had the one that had the wings backwards, the G.I. Joe fighter, and then I had the Cobra Viper. I had a friend that had the F-14 Tomcat looking thing, so we'd fight between the Viper and the Tomcat. What was the sailor's name? That was Shipwreck. He was like one of the Village People. And did anyone else ever notice that Cobra Commander and Starscream from the Transformers sounded exactly the same? Anyway, I could talk about G.I. Joe all day, but this game doesn't live up to the excitement that G.I. Joe is. And now you know, and knowing is half the battle. And don't jump your bike over power lines either, or Roadblock yells at you.